Hello. Oh man, we left on a cliffhanger yesterday, didn't we? Oh my goodness. Hey Nauseous, hello, hello. We left on a cliffhanger. I'm excited too. I just had a lot of practice on SF6 today. Um, but yeah. Oh man. Yeah, so how's that? You bought Soul Hackers 2 today, Nauseous? When is it coming? Or did you just buy it straight up? Oh boy. Cliffhanger. Alright, welcome. My name is Limit. Welcome to episode 30 of our full playthrough for Persona 5 Royal. This is You'll Never See It Coming. 30 goddamn episodes, all averaging around 4 hours each. Holy shit. I mean, not all of them are 4 hours each, but most of them are. Last episode we streamed for 6 hours. God dang. It was worth it though. The timelines have now merged. We are at oh, is everything working properly? Are we good? Is the stream fine? Hold on. Might need to do some fixing here. Close that. Alright, are we good? Why is it not working properly? What's going on with this? Hold on, close this as well. Can't believe I'm finally starting this game, right? Is audio okay? Because I can't tell because my streaming tool is acting somewhat buggy. Just kind of annoying. Seems okay at the moment. Okay. Hold on, let me just fix this. Okay, well, whatever. I guess that doesn't need fixing. Do. Okay. Is that better? I think so. Okay, hopefully that is good. Hopefully we don't run into any issues. Anyway. Alright. Timelines have merged. Let's dive into it. God dang, here we go. Alright, so this is exactly where it told me to save. So I have not seen a frame of past that point. So let's go see it. Here we go.
Guess the drug was too strong. Wake him up.
Oh shit. Episode 2 of this game.
No dozing off. You still don't get it, do you? Give it up! Come on, cooperate. What? You want another shot? Huh? What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence?
Okay, we'll just keep quiet here.
Hear my question? Answer! Obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh? You should know your place. Sign here. It's a confession under your name.
Oh shit. No, fuck that.
I see. I need your hand to sign this, but I don't care if you end up losing a leg. Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand. One must take full responsibility for their actions.
Oh shit. Oh no, I signed it! What? No! I read something claiming that we can expect whether P5T is to come to all platforms at launch because of the new initiative in the company.
Excuse me, but this area is off.
I'm Nijima from the Public Prosecutor's Office.
How could you be so careless getting caught like that? I know, right? That's when you name yourself? Yeah, I remember.
The prosecutor's office? What business do you have here?
Just let me through. It's urgent. There's something I need to confirm with the suspect.
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no longer in your jurisdiction. Besides...
You prosecutor signed Nijima? There's a call from your director. Hurry and get it over with. To be frank, you're being an inconvenience.
I thought I ordered you to stand by.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an interrogation?
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it up.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself. This is my case.
Good luck to you then. I won't be expecting much, though.
Prosecutor, I forgot to mention something important.
Wait, hold on. It's the 20th, so it's been a whole day. We gave the card out on the 18th. We tried to get treasure on the 19th. And now it's the 20th. So we've been in custody for a whole day.
Your time will be cut short. We can't permit you to talk with him for long.
She's been talking to me for 29 episodes now.
It's for your own sake. His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak with him.
I understand.
Did I notice a candle roll over?
Well done on making it this far, inmate. Now that you have traversed your long, perilous recollection, you truly have entered the present. The effects of that drug are gonna wear off soon. This is your golden opportunity. You must grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin. The evil influence who wishes you dead is fast approaching. If you want to win this unreasonable game, if you wish to take back your stolen future, recall the bonds you formed with your allies and grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin.
Wait, what?
I see. So that's what led to your ending up here. What a disappointing end to the hero of justice. I still can't believe it. But I now have a general idea of the methods you used for your crimes. There's much more I'd like to ask, but my allotted time is nearly up. I do have a suggestion, though.
Oh shit.
Care to strike a deal? If you cooperate with me, I'll consider lightening your sentence.
I'm not gonna answer that.
I have a responsibility to solve this case. I will win. even if it means brokering a deal with you. Your operation was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in being obstinate now.
We stole your briefcase. What do you mean?
You've corrupted the order of this country and caused an uprising against its very existence. You'll most likely be given life imprisonment or the death penalty, unless you accept my proposal. Going forward, I will read a list of people who are closest to you in this case. Tell me honestly whether or not the following are involved with the Phantom.
Wait, what? What is... Oh no, what is this?
First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin, Ryuji Sakamoto. One of the victims of the Kamoshida case, An Takamaki. Ichiryusai Madarame's pupil, Yusuke Kitagawa. The daughter of Wakaba Ishiki, Futaba Sakura. The heiress to the Okumura Foods legacy and daughter of its CEO, Haru Okumura. And the frequently probing student council president of Shujin Academy, Makoto Nijima. Those are your accomplices in the Phantom Thieves.
Wait, add Akechi. Oh shit! Never heard of him. Never heard of him. No. No, they're not my accomplices.
So you won't sell out your friends. Then let me change the question. I find it hard to believe that high schoolers could have pulled off these crimes by themselves. Were there not others outside of your direct group who encouraged your crimes or lent their aid? Not to repeat myself, but remember that your life will be forfeit if your sentence is not lightened. You had the cooperation of people outside your group, did you not? Can
No.
you tell me about them?
There were no such people.
I see. So you won't speak a word about either your teammates or your collaborators. Do you even understand the position that you're in? Let's discuss one other person, Goro Akechi. There are reports that he was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves as well. Might he be a part of your team too?
No.
So Goro Akechi wasn't one of you. Very well.
Didn't we just tell her our whole life story? Why is she asking these questions?
So be it. You clearly have no intention of bargaining with me. Even now, you're still acting as though you're a hero of justice. Your teammates have sacrificed you in order to escape, yet you wish to defend their honor? Why won't you talk about them?
Oh god. Answering here is admission that they are my teammates. What is this? This is stupid. Fine.
Don't be ridiculous. You're not the one to decide such things. Justice? Then tell me, what is this justice you speak of? Saving others? What an awfully simple response. You continue to stand firm. Are you implying that we have no evidence on you? You're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help that your story sounds like a fairy.
Called me simple, I know, right?
But many people have fallen victim to this. We need to learn the truth.
Simp limit? Yep, I'm a simp.
Huh? I don't even know what's right anymore. And it's all due to your strange story. After all this...
What about the true culprit?
Are you listening? The side effects of the truth serum should be wearing off. I won't be deceived by such a poor act.
Won't be deceived.
Lasted too then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right?
Huh?
There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
Hey. Can you hear me? It seems your mind is clearing up. But unfortunately, my time has run out. Although I find your story to be quite interesting, I won't be able to speak with you any longer.
Do you want to win?
Huh? What are you getting at? That's right. No matter the results of this case, I won't be receiving credit. I even had to call in a large favor just to conduct this interrogation.
You've always been more of a waffle fan. Interrogation room. That's right, if I remember.
So, how did that thing we asked you to look into go? Nijima mentioned a special interrogation room.
Underground.
Good. It looks like we can make this work if we lure them there.
Hey, are you listening? Our time's up. We're done talking here. Goodbye.
Do you know this place?
Do you mean this interrogation room? Why wouldn't I know about it? What an odd thing to ask. Anyhow, there's one last thing I want to ask you. There's something that's been bothering me for some time now. Recently, I was removed from my post as head of this investigation and was told to remain on standby. A short while later, I received word you were caught in the act, within some bizarre phenomenon. But that was all I was told. You were told someone sold you out, correct? If that's true, who could it have been? Don't you have any idea?
Sold out. That's right. There's something I need to do.
My suspicions were true in the end. Still, to think his true intention was to sell us out. All that's left is to figure out a way to hand it over. It's
When
all up to you.
when did this conversation happen? Alright.
Okay then. Giving him the phone without arousing suspicion will be easier said than done. We'll be counting on you to pull this one off.
What's wrong? Might you have an idea as to who sold you out?
I might.
You're not joking, are you? If you know something, you must tell me. I won't allow things to end like this.
Phone.
You mean this? I've been told the lock on it is quite complicated, but it's only a matter of time until it's cracked. What's so important about this smartphone? Are you going to unlock it and show me the data?
Let's let her sleep. She hasn't slept for days while she's been getting that app ready. Now we gotta figure out a way to show him the phone. Makoto and the others should have told you. I'm talking about the true culprit here. You know, the traitor.
Hey! What are you trying to get at here? And what about this smartphone? The true culprit?
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that realm, my task will be simple. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life.
Please. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to? What do you... My God. You're referring to him, aren't you?
Just show it.
What are you plotting? I can't even begin to fathom it. But it appears my time is up. This is as far as our conversation can go.
Okay, that was Akechi's voice. Is Akechi pulling an Adachi here?
This will be my last involvement with this case.
So I'm proud to admit I caught onto the pancakes thing immediately back in the day, even though my Persona superfan brother was impressed.
Very well. I've listened to your whole story, so I may as well play along to the end. And that honest look in your eyes. I used to view the world the same way too once. I'll place my bet on you. I just need to show him the phone, right?
Didn't even notice, and when I mentioned, he brushed you off.
Art I, thou hast turned a vow into
Wait.
a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the
Did it just jump a couple of levels?
of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of judgment, granting thee infinite power.
All right.
True justice.
All right.
Oh, I can now fuse Satan. Hell yeah.
I'll be going now. What good will this do, though? Akechi-kun? Why are you here?
Why do you seem so surprised?
I needed my director to step in to get access, and I was directly responsible for this case. How did you get approval?
For the same reason you did. I am heading up the investigation team after all. It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit as well, don't you think?
They assigned you command?
Back during the school trip to the show filming, when Akechi approached y'all, started the convo with, did I hear something about some delicious pancakes? The only person who mentioned pancakes was Morgana. Oh. So that confirms that he has access to the metaverse.
That was a joke, of course. I'm merely here to assist with the public security interrogation. I am surprised it's this far underground, though. There aren't any others incarcerated here, yes? Nobody would ever know if things got a little violent.
If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit besides the Phantom Thieves?
That was but a lie I spread to set them up. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had deceived you too, Sai-san. After all, if you wish to trick your enemies, you must first trick your allies.
Well, it does make sense that the guy, the shadow guy that they're talking about, had a gun, and he's an expert marksman.
So it was you. You're the one who sold out the Phantom Thieves. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to? My God. You're referring to him, aren't you?
Is there a problem?
Akechi-kun, does this phone look familiar to you?
To be honest, back in the day, I didn't want to believe Akechi could be the traitor. It felt too obvious, so on Copium, I started to suspect Haru. Yeah, it does kind of feel a bit on the nose, to be honest. That's why my spidey senses was going for Maruki, because it's like, okay, this guy is a bit too trusting and kind. I don't know. But on the flip side, it does follow the same story path that P4 did. So if they're just rehashing the story, you know, it does kind of make sense. But then maybe Maruki is not out of the woods yet. I feel like there's something more to that guy. So we might not be done with him. Maybe he is part of this whole thing.
Excuse me? What is this phone?
You wouldn't know? Well, we'll find out together.
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Not personally. I was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves myself, remember?
True. This is undoubtedly a great accomplishment. Good luck in there.
Foolish woman.
Oh, you know what?
May I ask that you accompany me?
Okay, now this makes sense. This makes a whole lot of sense. He has the same kit as Yoshizawa. And that always bugged me. Like, why does he have the same kit as Yoshizawa? Like, why are they duplicating this? It's kind of annoying. Because Yoshizawa's counterpart is Ren. Limit. Right? His canon persona is Arsene, which is an evil casting persona, while I'm just looking at it as a I'm looking at it as a what do you call this? From a thematic point of view. Plus, Akechi has both the elements. He has holy and evil. He actually has the same kit as the OG Detective Prince from P3. Are you talking about what's her name? I forget her name. Naoto. I mean, they have similar kits, but just on the Megiddo part. But like this game has emphasis on the elements that your units or your teammates possesses. So it was very odd to me that this guy had both elements, while Yoshizawa technically had holy and Ren had evil technically. But I kind of brushed it off to the side for like, hey, Ren has access to everything, so maybe that doesn't make sense after all. But he having evil and light side is very thematic. Naoto had both too. It was so odd they doubled down on Thunder and Ice, then gave her 2. I don't recall exactly, but at least for this game, that's kind of a bit of I guess that's foreshadowing. And like, think about it. The units that have opposing elements, so to speak, have special relationships, right? Morgana and Ryuji, Anne and Yusuke. Chie was ice, Yukiko was fire, Yosuke was wind, Teddy ice, Kanji electric, Yu electric, and Naoto light and dark. Maybe they didn't go on as hard with the elemental theming for P4. Because eventually Yu would evolve his Izanagi, right? This is just speculation. Anyway, well, let's proceed. I would rather have I want to be surprised by the game. I don't want to think about it too much. I want to be surprised.
Interrogate a murderer makes me uncomfortable.
Huh? What are you?
He just
you for all of this.
Straight up shot that guy.
That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan, and now it will be completed. Your popularity truly was quite stunning. That just made using you all the more worthwhile. Have you finally pieced it all together? Case closed. This is how your justice ends.
You just straight up shot him? That doesn't make sense. Band end, run it back. For all his scheming, his final goal is to just shoot the guy, then frame him for shooting the police officer? If he just wanted him dead, he could have done that. I don't know, man. Plot hole. He had us alone so many times.
my job is complete.
And that's the big bad Shido.
I've told you not to call me by name. Regardless, all that's left is to deal with the remnants.
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit much, don't you think? I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that would only amplify public frenzy. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once the storm blows over.
Is there any possibility they'll want to avenge their leader?
He had to have you alone police custody, so they all thought the culprit was the mental shutdowns. Was caught first. Okay.
No chance. They're nothing but cattle anyway. They have no backbone without his guidance. I will keep my eye on them just in case, though.
I'll be counting on you.
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death. An apt punishment for obstructing our work.
Make sure to kill that strange cat once you find it as well.
Understood, though I doubt there's anything to worry about. It's merely a cat, after all.
More importantly, they should be dealing with the suicide right about now. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I'll need to prepare my comments on the matter.
I must be prepared to deal with it on my end as well. Beyond that, what of the director of the Special Investigations Unit?
Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious illness sometime soon.
No, it can't be.
Even me. God damn it.
By Pepe Head.
Shit.
Dickhead is dead. Honestly, it's kind of a bit on the nose too, Shido's name. Because Shido means the path of death.
What was all that about, showing him this phone? The Phantom Thief Alibaba? Who is this?
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves. I inquire as to your justice, Sai Nijima.
How do they know I have this?
Goro Akechi is evil. He didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom Thief. He came to kill him.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
Don't trust the guard either. He's an accomplice as well. Now then, I'll tell you detailed steps to take. You must save him.
You want me to save him?
So why is she not waifuable again? We're gonna have interactions here. Polygamy bad.
Huh?
What is it?
Nothing. Anyway, what brings you here? I thought you were done with your business.
Especially within the same family? Why? I didn't waifu Makoto.
Did anyone else stop by?
Unless I'm related to her. Am I related to her? Don't tell me that. Don't tell me. They didn't want you to have the option. Oh, if you waifued Makoto.
Nobody?
There'd be no reason for anyone else to come down here.
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So it's all...
I guess like I said, Makoto is the path of least resistance, so a lot of people might have waifued Makoto. What's the ratio on people waifuing somebody? She's all the type to be like, lol, I'm married to my job. Even more better. I have the same mentality. Maybe that's why I like her. Maybe that's why I like her, because I have the same mentality once I get going.
Of course it's true. Is something the matter?
It's Akechi-kun. He had to take a sudden call, so he won't be able to make it down today.
Huh?
I've been asked to handle things instead.
You? But...
You know, if you stay here, they'll likely get rid of you to eliminate any evidence. I suggest you go into hiding at once if you value your life.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't say a word of what transpired here. Trust nobody. Forget this ever happened.
And now we return to our continued report. This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group. The suspect is reported to be a young
Anton,
man who is...
can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. How about we have you do an idol thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise. To think that the one behind all this is just a minor.
But considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this case.
Well, I'll be. Goodness, look at you now. It's been a while, Ryuji.
Yeah.
You stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you. It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to
This is
indicate potential accomplices. However, considering the number of charges brought against him,
I wonder if something happened. Yeah.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
Normal. Right.
he's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets have gone comatose. Actual harm has been done here.
Given the lack of physical violence, their method is still a mystery. Regardless, the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one Phantom Thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler.
Yeah, from your school.
Why he turned to a life of crime.
We also received information that the young man was placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That Phantom Thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful of people are qualified to alter the world. So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
Oh, he's so creepy.
News. The young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
Custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
Part of why you focus her confidant so hard to save her from him.
He decided to take this course of action.
Yeah, but you could save her from him without having to do that.
It can't be.
You're shitting me. We got him.
You got him. You just like got him. They felt our trap card, whatever that is.
It would seem as though you have been killed. But why were you killed? Why did you have to die? Do you remember? It seems you forgot an important fact while your consciousness was hazy. Indeed, your death was a necessity for your escape from certain doom. What a tremendous plan. How might you be capable of executing such a feat? Well then, let us rouse the memories which are missing.
Hold on. If this is a I'm sorry, but since this game has a lot to be involved with deities and whatnot, he died on the 20th, which means if he's gonna revive in 3 days, patterning after Jesus, which means his date of rebirth is the same day as my birthday. That's funny. Unless it's not the 23rd. That's right, it was during the school festival.
Hey, they're going. You realized it too then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
He's up to something.
Probably. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of that TV station. There's no way that this is the first time he's heard my voice. This whole deal feels sketchy.
Let's do some research.
Yeah, that was my plan too. Okay, let's get everyone on the same page right away. There's something else we want you to look into. One more person has been on our mind. If it's possible, I want to eavesdrop on their phone conversation. That'll be tough.
You can do it, Futaba.
I agree.
I'd have to plant a bug directly on the phone.
So it's impossible even for you. I didn't say it was impossible. Okay, I've got a plan. That's perfect.
Kind of plan.
An incredible one.
I was going to do something. I wonder if it'll be okay.
This is gonna be fun. I can't wait.
I see. So we're going to use this place.
It'll be a gamble.
I think it's gonna work. You can't tell a thing.
It seems you finally remember. This game is not over yet. There are still things that must be done.
My memories are starting to become clearer. That's right. That's what really happened to me at that moment. I never saw it coming. I didn't. Okay. Kind of ass pullery did they pull off in here? So if they generate, I feel like they generated the palace within that area, but like, how? The fan site changed? I didn't notice. I'm exhausted. Feels like my consciousness is about to fade away.
Hey, are you alright? Don't fall asleep until we reach our destination. Are you listening?
Are the Phantom Thieves innocent? Oh. Could this be the effect of the drug wearing off? The memories I thought were gone are starting to come back.
Are you listening?
What were you talking about?
You weren't paying attention? Well, I guess I can see how you'd be lost in thought right now. Anyway, we need to talk about how to get out of this situation.
Futaba's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did indeed have an ulterior motive.
It's on a completely different level than just that.
Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind the mental shutdowns. His offer to assist us was simply a ploy to frame the Phantom Thieves and kill him. If we go into Sis's palace as he suggests, we'll likely be met by a large ambush of police forces.
To think he would be this far gone. I know now what it means to feel a chill down my spine. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the palace.
Okay, this is the ass pullery that I'm talking about.
If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think a larger group is possible. He may even be able to bring in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment.
So, this really was just a setup to shift the blame onto us.
He made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered the change of heart, he killed him.
And he told us he had seen the true culprit, but it was him the entire time!
The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just some homicidal maniac. Come on, we've got to take that bastard Akechi down. Isn't that recording we got enough proof to do it?
No. Akechi is merely a tool. His orders come from elsewhere. The grand mastermind behind this all. An unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect inside of a police station.
Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even if we defeat Akechi.
But what means do we have of learning his identity?
We'll have to make Akechi say it. Though once we do, that mastermind will likely eliminate us.
I think that will be the case eventually, regardless of whether or not we learn his identity. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame for his crimes. If he realizes that's no longer possible and abandons that plan, he may opt to kill us immediately.
Damn it! So we don't got a choice but to go with that bastard's suggestion.
But if we go into the palace like we're told, he'll get arrested and then Akechi will kill him.
Palace. The palace.
Actually, there's something I'd like to say regarding...
Aha! We can use the palace to our advantage!
What's this all of a sudden?
There's a way. A way to get past Akechi and get the mastermind to lay off of us, all while learning his identity.
Really?
You gotta be kidding me!
If he wants to kill the guy, why not let him? That is, inside of a palace.
Yes. We could have him kill the cognitive version, all the while believing he killed the real one.
But wouldn't that kill me too?
Yeah, that's it!
It seems that's our only option. Listen close, everyone. I have a plan for how we can carry this operation out.
But like, if you kill me in...
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thieves have fallen silent.
Hold on. The cases where people just randomly die. Not random, but... Don't they get killed inside their palaces or whatnot? In their psyche, and then they die IRL as well? So if they kill me in that place, it's the same death as it is in IRL. Isn't that how the SIU director died, and that's how Egghead died? And obviously all of the... Starting from the first case, the train conductor or whatever.
However, the police intend on continuing this investigation until the case is fully solved.
I didn't have a palace. I'm pure.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work. Where are they?
There's some asspullery happening right now, swear to God.
Waiting upstairs. Go tell him to come on down. I'm gonna fetch him.
You're her sister, correct?
Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
You're only the worst of the worst have palaces. Everyone else is a part of mementos.
It's ancient history now.
Man, that goddamn detective.
Look who's here.
Hey, you big bastard.
How've you been?
I mean, I died.
You must be fine if you're joking around like that.
It truly is a relief to see your face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
Still, how'd you pull this off? Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell boss what really happened?
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead.
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Hold on a sec. Enemy? Fake? What are you talking about?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up against someone else?
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
He was too suspicious, I guess.
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back. He made one fatal mistake.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
That wasn't something we could simply bring up. We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff. So what was this mistake Akechi made? What did he do?
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean a cat?
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry. Was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too.
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition, most likely.
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk. But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way earlier.
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here!
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one, after all.
We got lucky.
That said, we weren't so naive to overlook something like that. That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone. I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was actually planting my app.
Oh, and she said, "Oh, you have this super cool phone."
My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an act! After a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. I'll deal with them after that. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
Is this for real?
For real, for real.
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So they planned to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes.
On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi. Someone with great authority. So great that they can order an assassination in a police station. That's why we had to make a move before they did.
You? You're the great mastermind?
I see.
You're commanding Akechi?
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Who is this fake? How did they generate it? This is what's bugging me. This is the assholery that I'm so confused about. I'm playing Persona 5 and you just ruined my playthrough? Hell yeah.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive world?
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we needed.
What conditions?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing.
Not till we got to the school.
You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went along with it.
You had to trust it.
And it was absolutely the best decision we could have made.
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with Akechi, but I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, sis. The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart, after all.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I wasn't myself at all. I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
That goes for the both of us.
We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Nijima-san.
And regarding its location, I take it you used the data from my laptop?
I'm sorry.
Go on.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this work. A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation room.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work. They looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying, unexpected police ambush. As a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't get it out of the metaverse. Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand and merely acted like we were taking the treasure. This was because we knew the police would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
Him getting captured by the police went exactly how we planned it.
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's interrogation room?
All I needed were the coordinates.
Seems like she used this laptop to remotely access the metaverse. Asking her about it now would drag the conversation on too long. I should talk to her later.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
I'm just glad it didn't die.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. Huh. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
In our experience...
Okay, that tracks. The only thing that doesn't track is the clone in the metaverse. Yeah, it happened with Futaba. This tracks, okay.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape.
Why not? Isn't it Sai's palace? So why would I have a clone there?
By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Huh. Astounding. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation.
Because she believed you were supposed to be in that room, so she developed a cognitive version there. Okay, this is established with An and Kamoshida. Okay, alright. Alright, I get it.
Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
True.
Why is that?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never been possible. That persuasion was easily our greatest gamble. We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break moment of the entire plan.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you confident you could do it?
Don't remember. Drugs.
Understandable. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I knew you'd realize the bigger picture. Realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a greater evil to pursue.
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes. Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time.
This is stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the body?
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
The bad guys have that much influence?
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a possible conspirator.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news, just as Akechi planned.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima-san's help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
This can work in a Japanese society because it's a cash-based environment.
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, I can't believe what they did to him. The callous use of violence and even drugs is utterly abnormal. If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died. I'm truly glad you made it back safe.
Also, I signed the confession. So there's still that. It's close.
I almost became one of your assailants as well.
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated to avoid drawing any suspicion.
It was 2 days, Haru. Calm your shit.
With that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were up against...
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree side.
Can it, Cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down. I finally feel relieved.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could...
Didn't they release a press statement about my death? So I can't just go back to school.
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. They just wanted to avoid backlash. Very well. From here forward, I will do my utmost to assist you.
Also, why didn't Akechi kill Sai as well? Right? He didn't exactly escape. He could have killed Sai right there and then. Hifumi were not in on the plan.
You saved me, after all.
That's reassuring to hear.
I'll do whatever.
Oh yeah, what happened to your research on who's the top waifus in the game? I was waiting for the results of that. Like pre Yoshizawa, I feel like there's a big influx of Yoshizawa, but also pre Yoshizawa, I think it would have been Makoto. Only opinion pieces? Oh, that's unfortunate. But they track everything. How is this information not available? You literally have a network of people. Like, they have all the information. How is this data not available anywhere?
Let's take a break for now, though. This old brain is pooped. Oh, and feel free.
A Reddit poll had Makoto in first.
Together to talk.
Yeah, because she's the path of least resistance. Like, she kind of made it. If this was happening in the real world, but Ren and Makoto would have at least dated for a bit. Obviously, lives change, but they would have definitely at least had a thing for even the most minute of times.
You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop early.
Typically, top 3 in polls are Makoto, Futaba, and Kawakami. I can see Futaba and Kawakami. I can see the reason why, because Kawakami is so useful. Takemi is not in the top 3. I was expecting Takemi to be in top 3 though. She not? Futaba, I can see why, because fucking Futaba caters to the typical terminally online crowd.
sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs. It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a huge loss for me.
Let us accept his offer. What a great man.
The official character goal, not just romance, is Joker Makoto Yoshizawa Futaba. Yeah, I can see that. But that's the popularity poll, right? Yoshizawa got in because she's red. She's the color red. And Joker got in because he's technically red too. Also, he's the protagonist. So there's that familiarity bias. Also, you pretend to be him. So there's that. I'm surprised Takemi isn't higher up. There is quite the sizable goth crowd that she caters to. Haru is so commonly in last days, and the most common reasons are joins too late and forehead. I just don't like her personality personally. Alright. And she does join too late, to be honest. To be fair, that is a very valid point. She does join too late. You don't create as much of a connection with her. Limit.
Sounds familiar.
It's me, Akashi.
Appreciate her naivete, but coldness when she needs to be.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
No, nothing in particular. More importantly, you've done well with regard to the prosecutors.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
All possible hindrances are now gone. There's no doubt that this election is mine.
And on to our next story, the snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in them yet anyways.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard back at him.
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido.
Shido? Feels like I heard.
It was literally in the news right now, Ryuji.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Who? I believe he's a politician. Remember, Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Huh?
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses. We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes. Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this, just based on the connections I had from my previous job. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido. From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But there wasn't anything I could do. So I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Voss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
Yeah, we'll do it like always. Then let's check the nav.
We're going after Shido now?
Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. Ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
The Diet Building.
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right?
What about Akechi?
No need to waste time with him. We just gotta hit the head. Nobody against it?
Of course!
He will be a worthy opponent.
Let's win this together. Time for revenge. Then it's unanimous.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that Diet Building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
So we're going in now?
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this.
Okay, so if we're going in now and the deadline is before the elections, then what else is there afterwards? Oh, is Akechi the final boss?
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the Diet Building after school.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal. We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal. Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
We're intellectuals, you know.
Ryuji should be the last person to say that.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenagers.
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
I need money.
I finally made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
Okay, so I've been streaming for an hour and a half almost, and it's nothing but cutscenes. Not that I'm complaining, but they had this planned ahead. Of nothing but cutscenes.
The ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power.
That's so much story to tell. It's kind of insane.
I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special powers. If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
Alright, I need to pee. I'll be right back. Hold on. Alright. I see the goal. See the target. I wonder if Maruki is involved in all of this. God dang it. Grab the hoodie too. You left for you don't know how long. They're still talking. Yeah, dude. We started streaming an hour and a half ago, and it's nothing but cutscenes since. I mean, I'm not complaining. I do like the story, but they have a lot of story to tell. Holy shit! This was a grand undertaking. I'm excited for the next one.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic and erased any trace of that scandal.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown? And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests. The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. I will lead this country to its revival. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to use the metaverse.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals, which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turn psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public opinion. Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become...
Why are they evil villain monologuing right now? They're Oh, let's talk about how we did all of this together, face to face.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations, but flipping it made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been gaining more supporters since. The current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that they're my doing. Even the government parties have begun splitting up, and they're dissolving just as planned. The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything truly begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
I mean, that's not a bad goal. Are we sure he's the bad guy?
My ideals.
Y'all got Wendy's? There's a Wendy's literally outside my apartment, dude. A Wendy's is like walking distance from me. Wendy's is owned by the same company that owns Tim Hortons. Doxed? I've doxed myself so many times. Why, what's up with Wendy's?
And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided. That is my duty as the chosen one.
Oh, that's what you grabbed for dinner? What thing from Wendy's did you get? Bacon mushroom melt? You're macking on a Frosty right now? Dude, Frosties are great. Real talk, for as close I am to a Wendy's, I haven't been to a Wendy's in forever. I don't even recall when the last time I was to a Wendy's. Definitely a decade.
Your assistance has been very influential.
But for the longest time, the only burger I can personally eat is a bacon mushroom melt.
When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
You had a spicy chicken brew pub pretzel sandwich? I didn't know that they had that.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.
Well, how do I put this?
Looks like things finally settled down. Life's gonna get real busy for you starting tomorrow, right? Get some rest.
Well then.
Let's take it easy for today.
So,
by the way, the police report on your death isn't gonna show up at your school. No need to worry. Seems Prosecutor Nijima worked out some deal with the higher-ups or something. I mean, they haven't even said anything to me, even. As long as you stay quiet, you'll be fine. And I guess if they reported your death now, they'd basically be saying you were a Phantom Thief. They can't really go announcing that Phantom Thieves are, so I'm sure they'll avoid that. Anyway, I'm glad you're back safe and sound, but even that's putting it too lightly. You had it rough there. Only a little.
Sorry.
Kechi was after you all along. I knew it was risky, but we had no choice but to depend on him. Thanks to your tenacity, you were able to fool him. It's payback time. Let's make him regret underestimating the Phantom Thieves.
Remember how I hijacked your phone during the school trip? That kind of came in handy.
How so?
Remember how I put that wiretap app in Akechi's phone? Basically, that let me see GPS info for 2 phones, yours and his. I'd be able to tell the precise moment Sai Nijima, who had your phone, ran into Akechi. That's when I saw my chance, and beep, sent the signal to activate the Metaverse Navigator. But there was a chance they'd just pass each other without saying a single word. That's why we needed you to tell Sai Nijima to show the phone to Akechi. This plan still surprises me no matter how many times I hear it. Still, I couldn't just directly hack into the Metaverse Nav. It's a mysterious app after all. But you know how it has that bookmark function? All you have to do is push the button. Making the phone think he was pushing that button was totally doable. Pretty good, huh?
No, it was an ass pull, sorry. Kind of ass pully, but whatever. We're over it now.
Hey, hey! Oh. Yes!
Alright, let's get out of here. Are you serious? I have to. Well, let's play video games.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
How about make these?
Yeah!
Okay, I'm being forced to sleep right now.
Hey!
Okay, whatever, let's go to sleep. With you guys watching, that's weird. Bye!
Guess you won't be going to school for a while. Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far. And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together. To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other. But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's my enemy as well. I'm going to stay with you until the very end. Well then, we should get to sleep. You know, something that Futaba said before, when you were in a pinch in the palace. She picked up a reading of someone who came to your rescue. Was that...
It was Yoshizawa.
So it was Yoshizawa. Then we'd better let her know you're safe now. And I'll even lend you a hand with that.
You should have confessed first. Apparently Akechi arrested the leader of the Phantom Thieves. He's a hero! I'm so glad Akechi's back. I hope they can catch the rest of the Phantom Thieves too. It really is amazing.
There's no point in even having an election. Shido's gonna win.
Of course, he's the only reliable politician there is. Plus, the current government has been getting wrapped up.
So if we befriended Yoshida, he would have been the prime minister.
Even more importantly, there's just an aura about him. Like he can fix whatever problems we have.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me who does it. I just want to see our society back on track. Especially after it turned out those Phantom Thieves were nothing more than scum in the end.
We'll show you.
I heard you went home, so I announced it during homeroom. Are you okay? Yeah, I am. Thanks. You're alive. The news is reporting you committed suicide. Call me when you can. So confused. But as long as you're safe, don't worry about school. Just take care of yourself. Is it true the leader of the Phantom Thieves died? How could the police let him commit suicide in jail? They need to get their shit together.
Cut that out!
Received from Kirisaki, he'll be absent for a bit. What do you people think school is anyway? It's almost time. Dude, this is my fit. IRL. Hoodie underneath a blazer. That's what I do all the time. That's what I wear all the time. Can it be true? Can it? Please tell me you're okay. I'm all good. Thank God you're safe. The suicide report was all over the news, and Miss Kawakami said you went back to your hometown. I was honestly worried about contacting you. Even Sakamoto was dodging the question when I tried to ask him. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. By the way, the fan site is a real mess right now, but I'll keep supporting you from the shadows.
Hey.
Don't need to worry about it in here, but try not to do anything to draw attention. Anyway, today's a day off, so eat your curry and take it easy. You can take your time with it too, it's not like customers are going to be showing up.
Okay.
Let's try to think of the keyword once the chief's curry has energized you. Have you guys figured out the keyword to Shido's palace yet? Tried all sorts of stuff, but no luck so far. It's hard to understand the thought process of a criminal mastermind like him. You know, I've been wondering if he's behind all of those mental shutdowns. Doesn't that mean all the weird accidents from these past few years were his fault? Like that subway accident back in April. Now that you mention it, that accident lost the Minister of Transport his job. Wait, are you trying to say Shido caused that incident? But it's the subway. Does he not care at all about innocent lives? This man seems to be truly unbelievable. Supposedly there are still tons of victims from that in the hospital, even now. Masayoshi Shido, how many has he killed over the years? How could we ever understand what goes on in the mind of such a horrible man? Hey, wouldn't it be faster if we just go there and try and think about it on site? Let's try that. If we're going to go, I'd like Limit to join, but that'd be okay. Won't somebody spot him there? We'll probably figure out the keyword in no time once we're there. Plus, I can throw off anyone who tails us with my blazing speed. Alright, let's have Limit join us then. Remember though, we're going to with the intent of not being seen. Okay, well, let's meet in front of the Diet Building and force the bastard's palace open.
Alright, let's head to the Diet Building. Make sure you aren't discovered, okay?
You going out?
That's the plan.
Kidding me? You realize you're done for if you get caught, right? Ugh, just the stunts you pull sometimes. Just don't stay out too late.
Akechi isn't here.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds, so we can't stay here too long. We already have Masayoshi Shido and Diet Building. All we need is what he thinks of this place.
Maybe Mount Fuji, since it's the highest place in the country?
What about a mansion?
Since he's going to subjugate everyone as Prime Minister, perhaps a school?
What about an arena, like the Colosseum?
Imperial Palace?
It's no good.
I thought we were
Heaven.
entry by now. Maybe we shouldn't have called you here.
I'm guessing heaven because he thinks he's a god.
Garden his whole palace with a barrier? Shido stole the cognitive science research, right? Well, maybe it had some special move written in it.
Is that even possible?
Who knows? I've got no idea. There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido? I can't figure him out.
He has a god
Search
complex.
on him last night, but I couldn't get a grasp on the type of man he is.
That man over there is probably a legislator, right? I'll try asking him. Excuse me, I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's he think about the national diet?
His stance is dedication for country. It's how he's garnered everyone's trust. He's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I'd say he's a model politician. I believe that he'll help create a wonderful future in which young adults like you can live in ease.
An exemplary answer. It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
Look over there. He's on a walkie-talkie.
Wait, is it about us?
That doesn't look good.
We should leave at once. Tomorrow's the day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting.
Meet at Leblano. We should all think about this tonight.
The criminals calling themselves the Phantom Thieves are no more. However, I believe that this country's citizens are still living their days in anxiety. These scandals only increase our distrust of the current government. As a citizen myself, I am enraged.
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be a politician with responsibility? Working toward personal gain without consideration of the country is outrageous.
The election's public notification is tomorrow. But no matter where I go, people are cheering for Shido.
Everyone's being deceived so easily.
I tried looking Shido's interviews up online. They all sound so goddamn fake. I checked his profile as well, but I couldn't find much outside of his title and education. He's currently 53 years old, and he has gone from being a metropolitan assemblyman to a representative. He looks good for 53. Not gonna lie. Though he is a cabinet minister, he split from the ruling party to form the United Future Party. Shido's a cabinet minister for real? For real? He was specially appointed to the physician. That's his current title. Apparently, he also won a contest for who people would most like to have as their boss. What? What? Even the news sites write about him as though he's assured to become the prime minister. If only we could find out the meaning behind Shido's words.
In order to save this country that has been tainted by villains, social reform...
He looks good for 53. I would have thought he was 53.
Ugh.
I want to say like late 30s, like early 40s. What's it all the love for Shido? Also, when did this poster come out? Yet no one knows the truth about him, but it still creeps me out. When did we put up this poster? When did this happen? Oh, this is the thing that Yoshizawa made, wasn't it? Wait, wait, I vaguely remember where I got this. I think Yoshizawa made this. And she said put it on your hideout, right? That's what it is, right? Okay, whatever. I think that's what it is. Let's get out.
Hey.
Okay, we'll hang out.
Hey.
Can't get out.
Hey.
Books? No books. Okay, so I could either make curry. You know what? Let's make curry or coffee. Cause fuck it.
Hey.
Oh.
I can't leave. Yeah.
Whoa.
I can't do anything. As well. So I'll just make coffee for SP restoring items.
All right.
Curry's done in the back room. Oh shit. Master coffee is really good too, though. So I kind of want that. I think curry restores health, right? Yeah, he'll have a sip. Yeah, either curry or this is fine, to be honest. The smoothness, so mistaken. This is Hawaiian Kona.
Let me explain.
A Hawaiian treat because of the rarity and price of Kona beans. Kona blend only needs to contain 10% Kona beans. 100% Kona roast is quite expensive. A good Kona coffee is known to have a rich flavor, bright acidity, and complex aroma.
Yeah.
It'll never catch up to you? Oh, too bad, so sad. But thanks to you, I was able to change. You really are something. I'll let you have the upper hand when it comes to coffee. Although I have no doubt your skills will soon surpass my own. I'm overjoyed to have a competent apprentice. Allow me to act as your lead for a little longer.
Well then.
Okay, so as far as things we still need to accomplish is concerned, Ryuji, the whole team needs to be maxed. But Ryuji is a prime priority. Akechi is Bay. Oh look, it's my birthday. My fortune reading said that you're okay, but I'm still worried about you, so please let me know. I'm fine. I'm relieved to hear that. You appear to have avoided your destiny of death. However, I can't see anything past that. Please be extra careful. If you're unsure about anything, I'll be waiting at the usual spot. Can I go out now, though? As your physician, I would like to confirm something. Please contact me as soon as you see this. I'm still alive. Stop making me worried. I'm glad you're okay. I just got nervous when I saw the news. Hold on, I need to reply to this real quick. Oh god, stop messaging me. Okay, we're good. Well, I'll be at the clinic if you need any medicine. It's nothing but the Phantom Thieves on TV. That's right, aren't you all supposed to be gathering here today? Make sure you finish eating before everyone shows up. It's almost time for our meeting. I wonder if anybody has figured out the keyword.
Last one. Diamond mine.
No good.
Diamond
How many
mine.
did we miss?
Perhaps he truly does have a barrier up.
Right?
That's not something to be excited about.
You know all the way up to Diet Building, too.
So you enter keywords into the Metaverse Navigator.
Boss, can you turn the TV on? Shido might be on it.
Sure thing.
Goro Akechi. Him and his stupid composed face.
So, Akechi-san. Is it true you withdrew yourself from the media as part of your plan to capture the Phantom Thieves?
I truly apologize for causing such a stir. Honestly, it required a lot of courage to openly oppose them when their popularity was at its peak. I mean, people often lashed out at me online and whatnot.
Then was it also your plan when you said they weren't at fault after their popularity declined?
That was to catch them off guard. I could say I applied my profiling knowledge. Once they lost public support, someone they thought was their greatest enemy lent a hand. That's the same strategy used in romance, wouldn't you agree?
Why is he being treated as an ace detective of justice?
It's not just on TV or online. Newspapers, magazines. I see his face everywhere.
On the other hand, no one's hoping for our comeback on the fan site. Like, at all.
The Phantom Thieves are evil. Shido and Akechi are just. It should be the other way around.
They're manipulating information using the media.
That's what the media is for, Anne.
Leaving Akechi aside, we'll get back at him later. Our main issue is Shido.
Were there any instances before when you didn't know the palace keywords?
Well, there was the time with Futaba.
We didn't know anything about her, so all we could do was make conjectures.
Then why don't we just go directly and see Shido?
That's impossible. He's surrounded by bodyguards and followers all the time.
There's no way high school students can get an appointment with him either.
Well, we do have an adult with us.
No, that's still impossible. Besides, that's too dangerous a method.
Well, this is a problem.
What's with the ruckus outside?
Oh, he's here.
Isn't that an election campaign car?
Oh, right! The candidates are currently campaigning!
He's here.
Apologize for the commotion. I am Masayoshi Shido.
Wait, did he just say Shido?
Yeah, he did!
Sounds like the same voice I heard back then.
Man, talk about being lucky! We can go check him out without an appointment now!
Hey, Ryuji ran off toward the station. This way. Hurry! And by the way, did something happen? You didn't seem well a moment ago.
want to check out the town.
Now is the time to rebuild this crumbling nation. Our government is littered with scandals, and criminals have taken a strong foothold in our society. Such a disgraceful past must be discarded. We must set sail into a new future of dreams and hope. So our children who carry the burden of the next generation can be proud of their country. So our nation can once again become a powerful one with abundant wealth and luxury. So our beautiful home will be acknowledged as the best country in the world.
Okay.
I humbly ask that you cast your vote for me, Masayoshi Shido. Let us all set sail toward a happy future, together. I hope to continue serving you all.
Is that the guy? You guys wait here. I'll go get intel for us.
Wait!
Hey! Yo, Shido-san!
Stand back.
I just want to talk to him for a sec.
He's a busy man.
The hell? Ain't he supposed to hear a citizen's comments?
That's enough, Brad.
You're that asshole we met at the hotel before, at the elevators. Oh, I'm sorry. So you can butt in front of other people if you're in a hurry?
What are you talking about?
That moron! Come on, stop!
But these guys...
Hey, kid. You don't want to know what happens when you cross me.
Oh, shit.
It seems the customer base has changed since I was here last. Have they started a daycare? This ain't a show. Get lost, kid. Damn brat! I'll sue!
There's no mistake. He's the same man as the one from before.
What are you looking at? This country is filled with clueless children. I worry for Japan's future. Let them go. My next appointment is coming up.
What a piece of
We
shit
didn't get any information, Ryuji. What the fuck?
person.
He's why I got arrested.
Wait, he's the jerk you told us about before? The same guy? For real?
For real?
Seriously?
You're sure, aren't you? Shido's the one who ruined your life.
Holy shit. I don't believe it.
Let's get going, okay?
Shido's the guy who set you up?
What kind of fate brought you two back together?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely him.
Talk about a destined connection. Shido was involved in the cognitive research too, right? This can't be dismissed as just a coincidence.
God, what the hell's going on here?
Shido was already a politician then, yet he sued a student and ruined his future? He must have pulled some strings so that his name wouldn't be mentioned. Furthermore, he also would have had to force that woman into making a false statement.
He would do anything. We're talking about a man who ordered a hit inside the police station.
He can't sit still until he crushes whoever opposes him, no matter how trivial. He's always been that way.
What a piece of shit. Children are the future, my ass! What he's saying and doing are completely different.
But now that we found out who did it, can't something be done about his record?
Once the courts have made a judgment, overturning that decision will be difficult. It'd barely be possible even if proof of innocence is presented and Shido admits to his crimes.
At any rate, we need to trigger a change of heart in him.
Be that as it may, Shido's outer appearance and his true face are wholly different.
Isn't that the whole theme that we're having?
It's beyond hypocritical. It's as if he's an entirely different person. He speaks about the good of the country. It makes me wonder what really is on his mind.
That man's full of ambition to rise in the world. He only thinks of the weak as stepping stools for his success.
He treats himself as an elite man while looking down on others. That's the worst.
I assume the keyword for what he believes the Diet building is will be despicable too.
It must be something self-centered and completely different from politics.
Someone like him needs to be punished as soon as possible.
Let's head to the Diet building again right after school tomorrow. I feel we'll get it this time.
Stewing over it won't get anywhere. We have to do this.
The guy behind everything turned out to be your arch enemy. What an oddly poetic twist. Yeah, those clothes, you'd stand out if everyone else is wearing their school uniforms. Might be a good idea to wear a uniform when you head out. Okay, well. Just don't do anything rash. Okay, well.
Hey!
What? I still can't go out? Okay. Let's make curry then.
Hey!
Making curry will cost time to pass, but you can make a special curry that restores SP. This may oh, it's SP too. Acid jazz vibes. Hey Farron, how are ya?
What do you want to do?
Oh, I can ask Kawakami to make curry for me. I'll make some curry for myself.
Make sure your clothes up.
I make a mean curry as well. Personally speaking, I use spare ribs. Did you put fruit in there?
Let me explain.
Secret ingredient apples. Grated fruit is frequently used as secret ingredient in curry. The hint of sweetness makes for a subtle, delectable flavor. I haven't tried that. I haven't tried apple curry. Maybe I should try it one of these days. I was thinking of putting pineapple in one of mine when I was making it super spicy, just to cut the spiciness a little bit. So together with such gusto, could it be that secret ingredient is confidence? Curry smelling good. It's definitely a hit.
Yes. All right.
Oh.
You look awfully proud of yourself. That recipe sure has some love and care behind it. Master curry, hell yeah. Oh, I got another Achivo. Now give it a chance to learn how to make curries, don't let it go to waste. There may come a time you'll be asked to serve it to someone. It wouldn't hurt to hone your skills. Guys make curry? Alright. He'll become Prime Minister. Oh, my birthday's done. Too bad, so sad. I've actually been paying attention to the news lately. Aren't you proud of me? Don't you leave it on hoping that Akechi will be there? Well, not that I blame you. He's a real hero. I think Masayoshi Shido is even more amazing though. He's the first politician I ever believed in. I know Shido-san too. Sounds like he really wants to improve the country. Can't they see they're being lied to? We have to do something. It's true that the Phantom Thieves leader died, right? Don't worry. Thank goodness. There's no way the Phantom Thieves could be defeated. Man, it's such a relief to hear things are okay. Well, if you need anything, I'll be at the arcade. Can I go out though? I haven't done anything in the past, I don't know, 4 days. How the fuck he know you were one? Yeah, I know. We're level 1 with him. He shouldn't know. Or maybe he's like, because he's like a fan, right? So maybe he's just trying to confirm bias with us. Oh look, it's my girlfriend. And I haven't spoken to in 3 months after I maxed her out. This isn't checkmate. It's a reverse pin. Thank goodness you're alright. You're such a bad student. Hiding the pieces isn't allowed, you know. Well, if you need anything, I'll be at the church. It feels pretty weird seeing you around on a weekday. Taking off tonight, right? Sheesh, you're such a risk to take her. Listen, make sure nobody notices you, right? You have to do something about the keyword for sure this time. Yeah, anyone less than 10 shouldn't be contacting me, to be honest. Because they don't know, right?
Security guards became suspicious of us last time, so we can't stay here for long. But we still have no hit.
Think it's a barrier after all?
Where'd your enthusiasm from yesterday go?
Ah, shut up. The real game starts at 2 outs.
Enough chatting. You should only be thinking about the keyword.
The citizens are secondary. He only cares about his own well-being and that of his lackeys.
He wants to become Prime Minister, even if it means trampling on others.
Fortune, rich people. Hey, can you think of anything based on what you've heard from him? Just try saying anything. It doesn't matter if you guess.
Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths and follow where I steer this country.
Steer?
Is it a ship?
It was a match?
What? The Diet Building's a ship? What kind of scenery will that be? The actual building's on land.
I can't even begin to imagine what it will be like.
Well, whatever it is, looks like there are no barriers.
Just saw an outrageous tweet. Apparently you can't name a room. Want to play KOF? But you can name your character a slur killer in SF6. They'll sort it out soon. They'll sort it out. I mean, the moment that's brought to light,
Hurry up and go in.
I'll figure it out. Probably an oversight. Appropriate names are a thing in every game. That's true. Even in League of Legends, I still see some names that are like, you know, incredibly questionable. I report them because I like reporting everybody in League of Legends. That's just like hobby of mine.
Are we clear of the guard's sight?
Get closer to the wall just in case. Alright, do it.
Oh, recently, in the last combo breaker, in one of the sets for Under Night and Birth, one of the players' names were it was Jack Ingoff, and Mike Oxlong. You would just assume it would be filtered for like KOF is. They didn't use accents or anything. Oh, there we go. We got through. But yeah, this was during a major event. And here's the thing: they fought each other. Jack Ingoff and Mike Oxlong.
Right?
That's great.
Security guards seem to be gone, but it's difficult to tell for certain.
This seems to be similar to what happened with Sis's palace.
But this time, the Diet Building remains unchanged.
The gate wasn't open earlier, though.
Wait, look! Mona's appearance is different.
That means we're definitely in a palace.
Come on, let's go take a look.
How's it look over there? See anything?
Nah, it's totally normal.
Oh.
I'll check it out.
Huh? What the heck?
What's up, Futaba? Futaba?
What is it?
The hell?
Huh? Even though this country may sink, he alone will survive. That's what this cognition is about, huh?
This is bullshit! A country that children can be proud of my ass is completely sunken in his head. If a guy like this stands above everyone, we're seriously done for.
This is beyond ridiculous.
The same goes for Akechi. He should have seen this scenery as well. Yet he still aided Shido.
What in the world is he thinking? Whether it be for glory or for simply a reward, my father died because of someone like this. We gotta sink Shido instead of this country. A palace with not just the center of the distortion, but the entire country sunken. I can't believe there's someone with this tremendous of a desire. Be careful. This will be completely different from past palaces.
We're definitely gonna take his treasure.
Let's go.
All right.
We must put an end to this by December 17th. The date.
We have a lot of time.
Let the infiltration begin. Time to pay him back for setting us up into a trap.
So before we enter this palace... Wait. Oh, we're doing it! Okay. See that, shouldn't Limit have been disguised himself on the way here? Seeing someone in disguise with a bunch of school kids, with a bunch of kids in school, uniforms would be super weird. Well, we won't have to worry about any of that once we steal the treasure. Let's do this. Huh. We're just going in. I'm betting I'm gonna get kicked out of here. Okay, yo, why are you not in my team?
What is the matter?
Join me.
I understand.
Ryuji, join me.
Huh? Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this.
Indeed.
Masayoshi Shido's palace. I wonder what awaits us within. Let's go find out. It's time to begin our infiltration. It's gonna be a big ass palace. Oh, there we go. Transformed. I understand why he might already see us as a threat, but why are even the passengers wearing masks? You think they're trying to be Phantom Thieves? Like Noir was at the Beauty Thief stuff? This place has such fire music.
It looks like.
Whatever the reason, it reflects Shido's mentality. Surely he doesn't view others normally.
You're right.
Given the insane nature of his distortion, I'm surprised they even look like people.
Listen up.
Are they really bangers if they're all bangers? The bar is so high. I'm just saying. Possibly, aside from Mega Man games, probably this is my favorite. Aside from Guilty Gear as well, probably one of my favorite OSTs in a video game ever. This whole franchise. Yeah, they're all great. It's very likely we'll end up in battles from here forward. Be on your guard. I feel like we're gonna get kicked out because they just dumped me here immediately.
Something.
I wonder what kind of enemies we'll face here. There's treasure up there.
Huh?
An enemy! It's attacking us with these people around? Hell yeah. Oh, it's a Cerberus.
The opponent is strong. Persona!
I think I made one earlier. Who has...
King Frost!
Bufudine. Oh, there we go.
You're looking cool.
Lend me your power. No?
Talk right now.
Okay.
Beat him up.
Let's go.
Bufudine.
Oh, is this a show of sorts? Mr. Shido never fails to keep his guests entertained.
Oh.
Indeed. Those privileged enough to be on this ship are all on the winning team.
Oh!
What's with these people? Why do they not feel any danger after what they just witnessed?
It seems they think no harm will come to them because they're here on Shido's ship.
They're not even sensing the danger. Come on, let's make him see what this ship really is.
There's a chest! Joker?
Show me your true form!
You can now use shadow factorization. When you highlight a target in battle, you will be able to see which attacks are nulled, repelled, and drained. However, if the enemy's attribute affinities are displayed as question mark, status of the attack will not be shown.
Persona!
Came off Freyla, whatever.
Queen 2 opponents! She's amazing! This is our best shot.
I am thou.
You got him, Fox! One enemy hit the ground!
Lend me your power.
This one's got a temper. Just act really serious. It should appreciate that.
Human, you dumb. This territory ours. Why you keep trampling here? What you humans thinking? Shut up. You only say that because you know have good answer. Me can tell that you incompetent. Hey human, you look really young. You still at age when you depend on others, huh? You go back to your mother's arms. You need take nap now. After I'm done with this. Oh, wrong. We understand you a bit better. For now, we hope you will satisfy. Ah, fuck. I wanted to. I think I need a Cerberus for something. I don't want to burn Personas for that. God dang it. I guess I can attack it again.
Okay.
Where's the treasure? Give me this treasure. Black Kokatana. Give me another doggy. What the fuck? Me have to admit. You don't like this place? You don't like this one?
I'll reveal your true form.
Why? Dakini. I already have this.
Persona weakness.
Persona.
Try overwhelming it with despair.
I'll see.
Persona!
An enemy's frozen. Let's shatter it in one strike.
Magatsu Izanagi Picaro! Losers.
Okay, let's move on.
I'd like to try this skill soon. Okay.
A decisive victory.
There's a treasure. I can see it.
Let's grab this. Fear Vial. Check my confidant list real quick. Why, what about it? Why, what's wrong? Don't just say, what's wrong?
They're no big deal. Persona! Anat! Go, please go! That's for you.
Oh my god, that's annoying. why do you need to see the confidant list? What's going on?
You got him, Fox. One enemy hit the ground.
Stay there.
Ah, fuck. I clicked the wrong target. You're judging me? Dang it, I clicked the wrong target. What for?
Okay.
Personal reasons? What do you mean? Be plain. Who's this? Is this Cupid? It's not Cupid. Oh, it's Narcissus.
I am thou. Die!
What are you doing to me?
Lend me your power. There we go. We got Narcissus.
That's a new one, isn't it?
Okay. I can feel it. Show me your true form. Let's go.
Surprise attack successful. Now just don't lose. Persona! Anat!
Anat.
Put down! Go clean down! Not to scare
Mine.
you!
I am thou. Crush them, Kamususano!
You got him, Fox! One enemy!
Noshas, I can't focus if you don't tell me what's going on. What? He ran away? What the fuck?
Okay. I have something.
What was it, Noshas? I can't focus. I swear to God, I'm like overthinking everything right now. What's going on? You don't just ask me something like that and just leave it like that.
See it.
I found a chest. What do you want to do, Joker?
Let's grab these. Daruma.
I have something. It's somewhere.
This is...
Can sense the treasure's presence. It's that way? Okay.
Hey!
I want to explore. Okay, whatever.
Hey!
These huge doors are obviously suspicious. Wonder what's through here.
There's slots to stick in something like a key card. Whoa, there's 5 of them.
475 people in favor. 0 against.
I hear something.
Since there is no one against the plan, this bill will be unanimously passed as drafted.
Passed? What's going on? Was that Shiro's voice?
If this truly is the representatives' chamber as written, beyond here must be the main assembly hall.
The what now?
It's that large conference room that's usually seen on the news.
Oh, that thing! Gotcha. So, what are they doing inside?
Most likely a meaningless vote. One in which whatever Shido proposes will always go unopposed. So he's doing whatever he wants by keeping only his supporters in there.
What do we do to get in, though? Should we find these keycards?
Maybe we need some kind of qualification. One that vows to be his follower or swear loyalty.
So basically, we need to prove that we're on his side.
We'll have to pretend.
You sure move on quick.
But what's this qualification thing about?
Why don't we ask the guests on this ship?
Great idea.
That thought never crossed my mind.
Asking around doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Is there a safe room here?
The guests here are the cognitive versions of them in Shido's mind. They'll know any secrets he shared.
True. You have a point.
That said, the ruler here is that evil Shido. It wouldn't surprise me if they did turn hostile.
Right. Yeah, wouldn't they attack us?
We should prepare for the worst, of course. But I think we'll at least be able to talk to them. This ship is most likely an Ark loaded with those that Shido believes are worth keeping alive. It'd explain the luxury cruise ship. I doubt idiots who can't even hold a conversation would be here.
We can at least gather information. It helps that everyone's wearing masks. We'll blend in even with our attire.
He must believe that no one shows their true face to anyone else. Just like him. Well then, let's split up and ask around. Well then.
Okay. Okay, we're trying to look for a save spot here real quick.
Ah. Hey.
Dang it. There we go.
Feeling.
Oh, we have to discuss first. God dang it. Mr. Always, VIP, I just saw him in the restaurant. To think an important politician like him has been invited here. Well, support from the political world should mean mental shutdowns are as viable as ever. I'm quite envious. I wonder if there's a way I can get to know him better myself, if you wish. Hearing people speak so casually about this mental breakdown business makes my head spin, but it seems as though we need certification from VIPs to become a special customer. These people are willing to share anything. Perhaps it's because their faces are hidden. I'm not entirely sure how to speak to people here. I either remained silent or spoke in simple pleasantries during father's business relations. Okay. There's some kind of sadist for making me get info from complete strangers. But I'll do it. I'm going to avenge my mom.
I have something.
Okay, one of the VIPs used to belong to nobility. Yes, that must be why he can enter the sacred place. I heard he's not easily seen either. Why would someone of this stature always be by the poolside? Well, he must like it there for some reason. I don't think it's the swimming.
Hey.
Beyond the store is a VIP area, and the main assembly hall is a sacred place. Looks like we can't get unless Shido accepts us. Okay, cool. So that is the president of a TV station. Indeed, Mr. Shido has quite a large circle of acquaintances. It seems you have to be at least that important to be considered a VIP. Why don't you go play the slots with him? That might get his attention. It appears these people all want to be accepted as one of Shido's special customers. By the way, you've gained some information on the VIPs we should discuss later. Are we done? Oh, you have the elegance and refinement so sorely lacking in the ordinary citizen. Such flattery, a high-class aura emanates from you as well. Most certainly. Hey, these guys totally ignore me when I try to talk to them. Do I look like that much I don't got any money? Is it cause all the skull masks or something?
Joker!
I actually saw what looked like a map on our way here. Alright, good. This. We'll definitely be able to use this to our advantage. Let's take it with us.
Well then.
We've gathered a good amount of info. We might want to regroup and go over it all now. How did it go for all of you? Not great, but not bad either. I was able to get a bit of intel as well. We should sort through what all of us gained for now. I took a look at the map we obtained earlier and found what appears to be a safe room. Right there.
Whoa!
Perfect. Let's go over our intel there.
Joker!
Still, this is a surprise. All the cognitive guests in this palace seem like real humans. The casino earlier looked pretty real too. But talking with these guests was a whole nother story.
You have that right.
This ruler's observational skills and insight are off the charts. Shido's a formidable foe.
Come on, no need to freak out.
I'm not freaking out. I was just thinking it'll be easier to make a plan since they can talk normally. Alright. Let's put together the information we gathered.
Huh. Gotcha.
So we got a letter of introduction from the 5 VIPs, and those letters come from, and those letters become key cards.
You're right.
Exactly. Now let's go over what all of us have learned. First, according to my intel, one of the VIPs is an influential politician by the name of Owe. He's supposedly seen the restaurant at night and sits at the table near the window. I'll go next. I heard about a prominent VIP who used to be nobility. They said he's usually by the pool.
Please hear me out.
Next is my intelligence. It seems that president of a television station is also a VIP. Always plays slots at night. It would seem he spends his money quite lavishly. I'm starting to forget people already.
Hey, listen!
For real? Even you got that info? Of course, I eavesdropped. Supposedly one of the VIPs is the president of an IT company. He's always in his room and reportedly enters from an exclusive hallway.
Listen up.
How the hell I get info with your looks? It seems like some guy they call the cleaner is another VIP. I've heard that he's cautious, so it's probably best we check the other VIPs first. Cleaner? I wonder what they mean by that. Wait a minute, after all the VIPs we listed, this one's a cleaner? Is he relay VIP? Supposedly. I'm sorry, I couldn't get any information. Me neither, so don't worry about it, okay? Let's just work harder during the battle. You're right, I'll do my best. There's the bigger problem, you know? My memory is not so great. Anyways, it was, it's no use. I can't keep the profiles of 5 people straight in my head. Oh, he's talking. Never mind.
I can only remember about 2 of them. What about you, Joker?
Really? Wow! We're up against 5 people. The politician Owe, a former noble, a TV station president, an IT company president, and a cleaner. We get certification from them and obtain letters of introduction that'll serve as keycards. But only go for the cleaner after the other 4 have been dealt with, right?
Whoa, now that's impressive! You go, genius!
If we can't remember the details on the VIPs, let's reconvene inside a safe room. Alright, let's get this done quickly. Hey!
We know how to get into the main assembly hall now. Should we head home? Want to go back already? There are people in here with special letters. That means Shido trusts them to a certain extent. It would be best to consider them as powerful individuals. You do not want to get too hasty. Let us take our time here.
Well,
I guess we do have a little time to spare. Well then, let's head back for the day.
Let's do it.
Okay. Alright, we'll close it off here. Thanks for hanging out. Next episode, maybe tomorrow. Yeah, thank you for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, thanks so much. This is episode 30, I believe. Anyway, have a good night, everybody. Thanks. Bye.